Hello, my name is Ava, and welcome to my first video on books on this channel. It's not really a book channel, but I just decided I would be doing this. It's such a creative idea. No other person on BookTube has done this yet. And I'm just kidding. It's just popular books or books that are usually well praised that I didn't like. Some of these are very controversial probably. Some of these I don't really know how popular exactly they are. So gonna get to the one of the most controversial, but I think I've heard a lot of people say the same thing. So, and the first one is not obviously the Divergent series. A lot of people complain about Allegiant. I just didn't like the whole thing at all. It was so boring. I didn't care about any of the characters at all. It probably didn't help that I was spoiled. But either way, it's not like they built anything for me. There was no emotion other than just absolute boredom, and I want this to be over with. I couldn't care less about the plot. I was just like, when is this going to get good? Basically, all the time. I read it so long ago, I will never read it again, ever. I really don't want to, and I will never recommend it to someone. But if you like it, then that's fine. Of course, this is all my opinion. It's like this for everyone. Every single one. So there's really, I've read all of it. I've read all the series. I might not have finished Allegiant. I didn't really need to because I've already been told the end, but all of it just never got any better, never got any worse. I think actually the second one might have been the worst. They were all pretty bad in my taste. They just, nothing stuck with me. Nothing I cared about. The movie was probably a more enjoyable experience, and that's really saying something. The next one is Fangirl, which is probably not as much as a controversial opinion. When I first heard about it, I was like, this is pretty cringy, okay? Because a book called this, it's pretty, you know, not the... But when I read it, I had high hopes for it, because I thought it would be like a nice slice of life. And I would relate to the character, but I didn't relate to her at all. I didn't care about any of the characters. I remember zoning out a bit, so I can't relate a lot. I remember zoning out a lot, and I cannot tell you like anything about what the actual plot is about, so I can't really complain about it. But I know that the romance was just absolutely outdated. It was just so boring. Nothing happened, and that excited me. I guess if that's your type of book, like romance slice of life, and you can get it and maybe like it. It's just not mine. And for a book of that that subgenre, it's really not the best. And the next one is, I don't have this copy, the Fifth Way series or duology. I really don't know. I really don't care if it's series, trilogy, I don't care. It was just so bad. I read the first one. I read a little bit of the second one. The first one didn't strike me as anything special. I didn't like the characters. I just don't like that warrior, badass, asshole trope in women. I don't like that in anyone. I just can't feel the characters at all, and that was very here. That was very clear here. It was the main plot, basically, of that trope. Especially in the second one, when they focused more on that girl, one of those girls, it just absolutely ruined it. I couldn't finish it. Fifth Wave, I kept reading because people said it was good, and I could kind of see the potential, but the next one, it just fell flat on its face. The whole thing confused me, and unless your purpose is to confuse people, like in the book, like in a book like the book Liar, I think it's called. It's really not a good thing to just confuse them. I think another person pointed this out. It was so this is how I know that this is how I feel. It was very, it just kind of took away from the experience. I really don't have anything good to say about it. I mean, I think the writing is okay, but a lot of these books I have not read in a long time. I haven't even finished Fangirl, and I won't. Probably never will. If I do pick it again and I like it, I might let you know, but it really, none of these books really were good to me. So when I was done, when I was finally decided I don't want to read this anymore, it was good. I actually felt relieved. And when you feel relieved, because you're done with the book, it's not that good. Unless there's... Okay, I'm sorry. The next one is Will Grayson. So, a lot of John Green's work, like An Abundance of Catherines or Looking for Alaska, is usually criticized for being repetitive, or not repetitive, but basically the same concept, annoying characters, and just basic one-dimensional characters. And I really haven't read any of those, and I probably wouldn't like them either, but I really don't want to talk about this one. The Fault in Our Stars, it was good, it was enjoyable. It wasn't as good as everyone said. It was still a good book, but it really didn't need the hype. But I'm gonna have to. But it probably would have invoked some emotional response in me if I hadn't been spoiled. Because obviously, I was just getting into reading popular young adult books. I was just growing into young adult territory. So the first ones you hear about are those. So of course, I go read them. And it just, yeah. So, but, just looking everywhere, seeing all the spoilers, it was pretty bad. But anyway, Will Grayson. It was boring. I haven't read all of it. I might have read like 20 pages, so it's not like, it might have gotten better, but I really don't think it did, because the writing style, I didn't like it. And I was so confused. It just did not hold my attention. I feel, but I might be wrong because I haven't read it in a long time, that it just kind of plowed characters on you. And the characters were just kind of boring, one-dimensional. I didn't care for them in the time I was seeing them. Maybe I would see them later. I think I tried for as long as I could, and I didn't. So the only book, of course, that I've really finished here is Divergent. So that's the only one that I can really comment on. This is the only series I finished, and I can't really judge a book by half of it, even though that's usually some indication. But I still stand by the saying I don't like this book, and I don't like the other books in this series, and I really didn't care for it, and I didn't care for the other ones, and yeah, that's it. So there's only 4. I couldn't think of other ones, but I will probably do more videos like this. So just let me know, and I'm sorry if your favorite book's on here, but yeah. Anyway, bye.